So here I'm just wiping off the top of the table. I want to see how much I've sanded and where I need to sand a little bit more because I really couldn't see at this point, and I am just going to show you guys an up close. Here's everything that I already sanded, and right here I need to just sand a little bit more, but so far it's already feeling much better. But look at all that creasing that I have been sanding. I have never taken a project on this big, but I was really pleased with the work. So now I'm just going to start sanding this at the bottom, and I am going to get some new sandpaper because I really need to sand this a little bit easier. So here I am sanding some more. Now that my table is all fully sanded, it's ready to paint. And look at this. This is how bad the top of the table was already. So I'm just going to be painting it, and I am going to be loving how these little creases look after it's done. So this is the brush that I got, and I got the 2-inch, and this is the little booklet that they gave me for the paint, and I ended up getting it in Farmhouse white, of course. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I just need a pillow.
This is the Behr chalk paint that I got, and it was only $17.99, and that's how the white paint at the top looks. And here is the wax that I got. I got it in the white tint, and here is my brush, my 2-inch brush. Thank you, Erica, for letting me know about this angled brush. And if you guys are going to be painting chalk paint and you don't want the bristles to fall out, make sure you guys grab this one. So here I am just mixing the paint, and I never thought that I was going to get to the point of me actually painting it. And look at how good this paint covers up. When I was sanding it, I felt like it was going to be forever, but me putting this little piece of paint here just felt really good. So now I'm just going to show you guys when I am painting it, and I will get up close in some of the parts, but for now I'm going to be doing one coat of paint. So now that I'm done with the top, I'm going to be moving on to the bottom areas, and getting into here was the best choice of me getting that angled brush because it really got into the carvings of the wood. This is how my table looks now that I'm done with the full first coat. And here is my second coat, and I loved how this chalk paint looks. I am definitely going to be repainting my other tables with this chalk paint because it looks really good. So now I'm just going to be distressing it with some sandpaper, and I'm going to be showing you guys everywhere where I am going to be sanding, but it's mainly in the rounded areas where I'm going to be sanding and anywhere that there's detail. Now that my table is all done, I just want to show you guys up close slowly where I ended up sanding. So I did do it up close where all the crevices and the carvings are. And you guys could see here that that's exactly just where I sanded, anywhere that there's a carving. And on the edges of the table, right here, right where it's like rounded, anywhere that it would look like normal distressing. So this is just what I did to my table. And now that I've done this, I'm going to be ready to put wax. So yeah, this is just how everything looks. And I definitely love how this chalk paint looks, but especially with the distressing. So here is the wax. It kind of looks like it's just like cream, kind of like lotion. It isn't oil, but it comes thick like that. So I was told to use a rag, and that's just what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put it everywhere. And I'm all done with my table. I did already let the wax dry overnight, so it's all fully dry, and I did do the two coats. So don't forget to do the two coats. That's what I was told for the wax. But when you feel the table, it feels really smooth. So I really did like the wax over the chalk paint, and it makes the chalk paint last longer. Now I'm just putting my Lazy Susan in the middle, and this is how my table looks. And I'm definitely going to be redoing those chairs too in a part 2. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to go check out my friend Becca Jones' video so that you guys can see how she redid her table, and make sure that you guys let her know that I sent you guys over to her channel. So I hopefully that you guys stick around and subscribe to me. I would love to hear from you guys, so let me know who's new here. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye guys.